Honey has been called liquid gold for centuries, and for seniors, it truly lives up to that name. As people grow older, they often search for natural ways to maintain health, energy, and vitality without depending solely on heavy medications. Honey, being one of the purest forms of natural sweetness available, has found a permanent place in traditional remedies, home kitchens, and even in daily rituals. It is more than just a sweetener. It carries a wealth of benefits that can help seniors enjoy a better quality of life when used correctly. Understanding why honey is so special and how it can fit into the daily routines of seniors is the first step before uncovering the secrets of what not to mix it with. Honey is naturally rich in antioxidants, enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. As the body ages, it becomes more vulnerable to oxidative stress, which is caused by free radicals. These free radicals can damage cells, accelerate aging, and increase the risk of chronic conditions such as heart disease, arthritis, and neurodegenerative disorders. Antioxidants in honey help fight these harmful effects, making it an excellent natural defense. Seniors who include a spoonful of raw honey in their daily diet often notice improvements in their overall energy levels and may even feel more resilient against common colds and seasonal changes. Unlike processed sugars that spike blood sugar levels and then crash quickly, honey provides a more balanced release of energy, which can be very useful for older adults who tire. Another remarkable property of honey is its soothing effect on the digestive system. With age, digestion tends to slow down, and issues like constipation, bloating, and acid reflux become more frequent. Honey has mild prebiotic properties that help feed the good bacteria in the gut, supporting smoother digestion and better nutrient absorption. For seniors who sometimes struggle to eat enough fiber or who take medications that affect the stomach lining, honey can bring gentle relief. A teaspoon in warm water in the morning or before bedtime is a traditional practice that helps keep the digestive tract calm and balanced. Beyond physical health, honey also supports cognitive well. Research suggests that natural sugars like those found in honey can provide a gentle fuel for the brain. Seniors who face forgetfulness, lack of focus, or early signs of cognitive decline may benefit from honey's nourishing effect on brain cells. Since honey also contains trace amounts of nutrients such as magnesium, potassium, and iron, it adds to brain health in ways that processed sugar cannot. When seniors replace refined sugar with honey in their tea or morning porridge, they not only reduce harmful calories, but also give their bodies something restorative. The immune system is another area where honey plays an important role. With advancing age, the immune response weakens, leaving seniors more vulnerable to infections, slow wound healing, and general fatigue. Honey's antibacterial and antiviral qualities make it a natural protector. It has been used traditionally to heal cuts and burns when applied topically, and when consumed internally, it helps build resistance against bacteria and viruses. Seniors who are prone to frequent coughs, sore throats, or respiratory discomfort often find relief in a spoon of honey mixed with lukewarm water or combined with turmeric and black pepper. It not only soothes the throat, but also strengthens the lungs and overall immunity. Sleep is another aspect of senior health that cannot be ignored. Many older adults struggle with insomnia or restless nights. Honey has been linked with better sleep quality because it helps trigger the release of serotonin, which the body then converts into melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. A small amount of honey before bedtime can calm the nervous system and help the body relax into a deeper, more restful sleep. Combined with warm milk or herbal teas, it becomes a gentle nightly ritual that promotes relaxation. Even emotional health can benefit from honey. Aging can bring feelings of isolation, loneliness, or anxiety. The comforting sweetness of honey, coupled with its natural ability to reduce inflammation in the brain, may provide small but meaningful support for mental well-being. It lifts mood, adds pleasure to simple meals, and connects seniors with ancient traditions of healing that date back thousands of years. From Ayurveda to ancient Greek medicine, honey has always been valued not only as food, but also as a healing agent that nourishes both body and spirit. While all these benefits highlight why honey is considered a golden elixir for seniors, it is equally important to remember that not every combination is safe. In fact, honey, when used incorrectly or mixed with the wrong foods, can lose its beneficial properties and may even become harmful. That is why understanding what to avoid is just as important as knowing how to use it. Honey has incredible potential to support seniors through the challenges of aging, but its secrets must be used wisely. Many seniors begin their day with a comforting cup of tea, herbal infusion, or warm water mixed with honey. This practice is rooted in traditions across cultures, often seen as a simple morning detox to cleanse the system and boost energy. Honey is viewed as a natural healer, and warm liquids are believed to awaken the digestive tract gently. However, what most people do not realize is that when honey is exposed to high heat or boiling water, it can actually lose its precious qualities and, in some cases, produce effects that are not beneficial to health. Seniors, who are often more sensitive to changes in digestion and overall body balance, should be especially cautious with this practice. Raw honey, in its natural state, is packed with enzymes, antioxidants, amino acids, and vitamins that give it its remarkable health benefits. These enzymes are delicate proteins that help the body break down food, absorb nutrients, and maintain a healthy gut environment. But when honey is added to very hot water or boiling tea, these enzymes are destroyed. This means the honey becomes little more than a simple sweetener, stripped of the healing properties that make it unique. Seniors who rely on honey for energy, immune support, or digestion may not be getting the true value of it if they routinely mix it into scalding beverages. Another concern with heating honey is the production of harmful byproducts. Research and traditional medical systems like Ayurveda have long warned against overheating honey, suggesting that it can create toxic compounds. One such substance is hydroxymethyl HMF, which forms when honey is exposed to high heat for extended periods. While small amounts of HMF naturally occur in honey, heating it excessively increases these levels, which could burden the liver and digestive system. For seniors whose metabolic systems are often less efficient than in younger years, the unnecessary intake of such compounds may lead to discomfort or long-term effects if consumed regularly. Apart from chemical changes, the immediate impact of drinking hot honey water can also be uncomfortable. Seniors often have delicate throat and esophageal linings. Mixing honey into boiling water creates a very hot syrupy liquid that can irritate the throat or cause a burning sensation. This irritation may not only diminish the soothing effect honey is supposed to provide, but can also lead to mild inflammation. Especially in individuals already dealing with acid reflux or other digestive sensitivities, it is also worth considering the psychological aspect. Many seniors believe that a steaming cup of honey tea first thing in the morning is healthy simply because it is warm and comforting. While warmth does have therapeutic effects, relaxing the stomach muscles, easing bowel movements, and calming the nerves, the honey's role in this ritual may not be as effective if it has been overheated. Seniors who place faith in honey's benefits could unknowingly be reducing its value and even introducing unnecessary risks into their diet. Fortunately, there is a very simple way to continue enjoying honey without losing its benefits. Instead of adding honey directly to boiling water or tea, one can wait until the liquid cools down to a lukewarm temperature, around body temperature, or slightly warmer. At this point, the liquid is still warm enough to be soothing, but not so hot that it destroys the delicate enzymes and antioxidants in honey. Seniors who adopt this habit not only preserve the nutritional properties of honey, but also make their drinks gentler on the stomach and throat. This small adjustment is particularly important for those who use honey as a natural remedy for coughs, sore throats, or respiratory conditions. Warm honey water at the right temperature can coat the throat, ease irritation, and support healing. But if the honey is added when the water is still boiling hot, the soothing quality is lost, and in some cases, the irritation may actually worsen. For seniors dealing with frequent respiratory discomfort, this difference in preparation can determine whether honey truly acts as medicine or not. The situation is similar with teas. Many seniors enjoy black tea, green tea, or herbal blends, believing that honey enhances their flavor and healing effects. When honey's added, while the tea is still steaming, however, the same risks apply. The antioxidants from the tea combine with the sugars in honey, and when exposed to high heat, some of these compounds may degrade, reducing the synergy that makes tea and honey such a celebrated combination. Waiting just a few extra minutes before adding honey ensures that both the tea's benefits and the honey's natural goodness are preserved.
Seniors also need to be mindful of hydration. Drinking hot honey water in excess can sometimes feel dehydrating, especially when the honey has been overheated and reduced to a heavier syrup-like form. Lukewarm honey water, on the other hand, hydrates the body more efficiently and provides a lighter, more refreshing start to the day. Seniors often face challenges with dehydration without realizing it, and simple choices like this can make a meaningful difference in their daily energy and comfort. Understanding the delicate nature of honey is the key to making it work for the body instead of against it. It is not just about what you eat or drink, but how you prepare it. Seniors who learn this small secret about honey and hot water can continue enjoying their morning rituals with full confidence that they are nourishing their bodies instead of unintentionally stripping away honey's healing power. This awareness allows honey to remain the golden elixir it is meant to be, protecting health, supporting energy, and offering gentle comfort in every sip. Fermented foods have gained tremendous popularity in recent years because of their well-known benefits for gut health and digestion. Yogurt, kefir, kombucha, sauerkraut, pickles, and fermented rice are common choices among seniors who wish to keep their digestive system functioning smoothly and maintain a balanced microbiome. These foods are naturally rich in probiotics, the friendly bacteria that support digestion and nutrient absorption. Honey, on the other hand, is often praised for its prebiotic qualities, which means it helps feed the good bacteria already present in the gut. At first glance, it may seem that combining honey with fermented foods would be an ideal way to strengthen digestive health. However, traditional medical systems and modern dietary insights suggest that the mixture can sometimes cause more harm than good, particularly for seniors. When honey and fermented foods are consumed together, the body may struggle to process them effectively. Fermented foods are already acidic in nature because of the fermentation process, and when honey is added to them, the mixture can lead to an increase in acidity in the stomach. Seniors are often more prone to acid reflux, indigestion, or gastritis due to age-related weakening of the digestive tract. The added acidity from this combination may trigger uncomfortable symptoms like heartburn, bloating, or a heavy sensation after meals. Instead of supporting digestion, the mixture may burden the stomach and create irritation. Another concern lies in the way honey interacts with the fermentation process. Honey is naturally rich in sugars and carbohydrates. When combined with fermented foods, especially if consumed in large amounts, it can encourage excess fermentation in the gut. This means that bacteria in the intestines may produce more gas and acids than usual, leading to bloating, flatulence, and even diarrhea in some cases. Seniors with sensitive digestive systems or those already managing conditions like irritable bowel syndrome may find this combination especially problematic. Traditional systems of health, such as Ayurveda, have long advised against mixing honey with fermented or sour foods. They believe that the qualities of honey are incompatible with the sharp, sour, and heavy qualities of fermented foods. In Ayurvedic language, the mixture is said to create an imbalance in the body's doshas and lead to the accumulation of AMA or toxic residue. Whether one subscribes to Ayurvedic philosophy or not, the practical effects of digestive discomfort and imbalance are real and can be felt quickly after consuming such a combination. An example of this is when people drizzle honey over yogurt. While yogurt on its own can be soothing and beneficial in small amounts, adding honey to it may create a digestive clash. Seniors often enjoy this combination, thinking it is healthy, but over time it may contribute to sluggish digestion, bloating, or a feeling of heaviness. Similarly, adding honey to fermented rice, or even using it as a sweetener in kombucha, can intensify the sour-sweet imbalance and affect the stomach negatively. This does not mean that honey and fermented foods must be completely avoided in a senior's diet. Both can still play important roles in promoting health, but they should be consumed separately rather than together. A senior might enjoy fermented foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, or kombucha during one part of the day, while saving honey for another time, such as with a mid-morning snack or in the evening with warm milk. By separating the two, the body gets the benefit of probiotics from fermented foods and prebiotics from honey without the digestive stress caused by mixing them. It is also helpful to understand that seniors often have slower metabolic processes compared to younger people. Foods that might not cause discomfort for someone in their 20s or 30s can become troublesome later in life. The stomach produces less acid, and the intestines process food at a slower rate, which makes heavy or incompatible food combinations harder to handle. By being mindful of these changes, seniors can avoid unnecessary discomfort and make the most out of nutrient-rich foods like honey and fermented products. There are better alternatives for combining honey that do not clash with digestion. Honey pairs well with warm water, oats, fruits, or herbal teas, where it enhances the flavor and provides a boost of energy without overburdening the gut. Yogurt, instead of being sweetened with honey, can be paired with fruits or a small amount of natural jaggery, which blends more harmoniously. Seniors who enjoy honey in their daily routine can still keep it as a staple, but they should consider keeping it away from fermented foods to preserve digestive harmony. Another important aspect to keep in mind is medication interaction. Seniors often take medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions, and many of these drugs already influence digestion. Combining honey with acidic fermented foods might alter how quickly the stomach empties or how the intestines absorb these medications. This could reduce their effectiveness or create unpredictable side effects. By simply avoiding this food clash, seniors can make it easier for their body to process both their meals and their medicines without added stress. The wisdom behind avoiding honey with fermented foods is not about denying oneself delicious combinations, but about respecting the body's natural limits, especially in later years. Honey has a gentle, nourishing quality, while fermented foods have a sharp, tangy, and active nature. When taken separately, both serve the body wonderfully. When taken together, their opposing qualities can overwhelm an aging digestive system. Seniors who pay attention to these subtle details often notice fewer digestive troubles, lighter energy, and a greater sense of comfort after meals. In traditional systems of medicine, honey and ghee have always been celebrated as powerful foods with unique healing properties. Honey is revered for its ability to energize, soothe, and protect the body, while ghee, or clarified butter, is praised for its nourishing, lubricating, and rejuvenating qualities. Both are staples in many senior diets because they are easy to digest, rich in nutrients, and versatile in their uses. However, there is an important ancient warning that continues to be passed down through Ayurveda. Honey and ghee should never be mixed together in equal parts. This caution may sound surprising to many, especially since both are healthy on their own, but when consumed together in specific proportions, they may become harmful rather than beneficial. To understand this, it helps to first look at what makes honey and ghee so unique individually. Honey is light, sweet, and slightly heating in nature. It boosts energy, supports the immune system, and helps with digestion. Ghee, on the other hand, is cooling, heavy, and deeply nourishing. It lubricates the joints, strengthens the nervous system, and supports brain health. Seniors often turn to ghee to counter dryness in the body and to provide sustained energy, while honey is taken to soothe sore throats, boost immunity, and enhance vitality. Both foods are considered sattvic in Ayurveda, meaning they support clarity of mind and inner balance. But Ayurveda emphasizes that when two good things come together in the wrong way, they can lose their positive qualities and create imbalance. When honey and ghee are consumed in equal amounts, Ayurvedic texts describe the result as producing AMA, or toxic residue in the body. AMA refers to undigested material that accumulates in the digestive tract and eventually circulates throughout the system, leading to heaviness, fatigue, and illness. The reason for this lies in the contrasting qualities of the two foods. Honey has a drying and scraping effect on the body, while ghee has a lubricating and oily effect. When taken together in equal proportions, these opposite qualities confuse the digestive system. The body struggles to process them effectively, and instead of being fully digested, they are believed to ferment and form harmful by. From a modern perspective, there may also be scientific explanations behind this caution. Honey, when heated or altered, can produce toxic compounds like hydroxymethyl, HMFG, being a fat, may interact with the sugars in honey in ways that make it difficult for the body to metabolize. This could potentially put stress on the liver and digestive system, especially in seniors who already have slower metabolisms. While scientific research on this exact combination is limited, the wisdom of Ayurveda has observed these effects for centuries, and the advice continues to be valued in holistic health practices. For seniors, this warning is especially important because the digestive fire, or Agni, naturally weakens with age. Foods that may have been harmless or even beneficial in younger years can become difficult to process later in life. The body's ability to metabolize heavy fats decreases, and the enzymes that break down sugars may not work as efficiently. This makes the equal mixing of honey and ghee more likely to create discomfort such as indigestion, gas, bloating, or even longer-term health issues. Seniors may experience fatigue, sluggishness, or joint stiffness when toxins begin to accumulate in the system. That being said, it is important to clarify that both honey and ghee are safe and beneficial when taken separately. A teaspoon of ghee with warm food can improve nutrient absorption and keep the joints supple, while a teaspoon of raw honey in lukewarm water can boost energy and soothe the throat. The problem only arises when they are combined in equal quantities. If a dish or recipe contains a very small trace of one and a larger portion of the other, it is generally not considered harmful. The Ayurvedic caution specifically refers to the equal mixing and direct consumption of honey and ghee in the same amount. Seniors who love both foods can still enjoy them in different ways throughout the day. For instance, ghee can be added to warm rice, vegetables, or porridge at lunch, providing nourishment and strength. Honey can be enjoyed later in the day with fruit, warm water, or herbal teas after they have cooled. By separating their consumption, the body benefits from both without any risk of creating imbalance. This simple practice respects the natural qualities of each food and ensures that their healing powers remain intact. There is also a spiritual and emotional dimension to this teaching. In Ayurveda, food is not just fuel but also a source of harmony for the body and mind. Honey and ghee represent two different energies. One is sharp and active, while the other is soft and soothing. When taken together in the wrong balance, these energies clash rather than harmonize. Seniors, who are often more sensitive to subtle changes in their body, can feel the effects of such imbalances more strongly. Following this wisdom is not merely about avoiding toxins, but also about aligning with the natural rhythms of the body and the qualities of food. Many people today experiment with health trends without fully understanding the traditional knowledge behind food combinations. The advice against mixing honey and ghee equally is a reminder that ancient wisdom often holds truths that modern science has yet to fully explain. Seniors who respect this guidance can continue to enjoy both honey and ghee as nourishing gifts of nature, each serving its unique purpose, without compromising their health. By doing so, they embrace the best of both worlds, the sweetness and vitality of honey and the richness and strength of ghee, but never in a way that allows them to work against each other. In many cultures around the world, honey is used as a natural sweetener in both vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes. Some people drizzle it over roasted meats, glaze fish with it, or use it in marinades to give a caramelized glossy finish. While these combinations may seem delicious and even sophisticated, traditional wisdom, especially in Ayurveda and other holistic health systems, has long warned against mixing honey with fish or heavy meats. For seniors, who already face slower digestion and a greater sensitivity to food imbalances, this combination can be particularly troublesome. What appears to be a harmless pairing of flavors may in fact lead to health discomforts and long-term risks if consumed often. Honey is light, delicate, and primarily composed of natural sugars, enzymes, and small amounts of minerals. It is easily digested when taken on its own or with light foods like fruits, cereals, or lukewarm water. Meats, on the other hand, are heavy, dense, and protein-rich. They require significant effort from the digestive system to break down properly. When honey is combined with meat or fish, these opposing qualities can create confusion for the digestive fire, or Agni, as Ayurveda describes it. Instead of supporting digestion, the mixture may slow it down, leading to feelings of heaviness, gas, or indigestion. Seniors, who often have weaker digestion due to reduced enzyme production and slower gut movement, may be especially vulnerable to this imbalance. Another concern is that honey and animal proteins ferment differently in the gut. Honey digests quickly, releasing sugars into the system, while meat digests much more slowly. When eaten together, honey may linger in the stomach longer than usual, fermenting as it waits for the meat to break down. This fermentation can produce gases, acidity, and discomfort. Over time, it may lead to chronic issues such as bloating, acid reflux, or an overall feeling of sluggishness after meals. Seniors who already experience discomfort after eating heavy meals may find this combination intensifies their symptoms. There are also warnings about potential toxic byproducts when honey and meat are cooked together. Honey, when heated to high temperatures, can form compounds like hydroxymethyl-4, HMF, which may be harmful to the liver and digestion if consumed frequently. When used as a glaze for roasted meats or fish, honey often undergoes this transformation because it is exposed to high heat. Combined with the fats and proteins in meat, this can create a complex load for the digestive system to handle. Seniors, whose bodies are less efficient at detoxifying and metabolizing, may find this harmful over the long term, even if it does not cause immediate discomfort. Skin issues are another area where honey and meat may clash. Traditional medicine has noted that consuming honey with heavy proteins, particularly fish, may contribute to skin eruptions, rashes, or even chronic conditions like eczema. The reasoning is that this combination creates an internal imbalance that expresses itself externally through the skin. Seniors, whose skin is already thinner and more delicate with age, may notice irritation or inflammation more quickly. While not everyone may experience this visibly, the possibility adds another reason to avoid the mixture. It is important to remember that honey and meat are both valuable foods when consumed correctly. Meat provides protein, iron, and other essential nutrients that seniors may need to maintain muscle mass and energy. Honey provides quick energy, antioxidants, and immune support. The problem arises only when they are combined in the same dish or eaten too close together. By separating them, seniors can enjoy the best of both worlds without the risk of digestive or systemic imbalance. For example, a nourishing meal of stewed vegetables with a touch of ghee or olive oil can be paired with a spoon of honey later in the day as a light sweet snack. Similarly, fish can be cooked with lemon, herbs, or olive oil instead of honey, keeping the flavors delicious but the digestion much lighter. Many modern recipes encourage the use of honey in meat marinades because of its ability to caramelize and add flavor. Seniors who enjoy these dishes occasionally may not notice immediate problems, but if such meals become frequent, they may start to feel heavy, tired, or sluggish after eating. Choosing alternative sweeteners such as dates, jaggery, or maple syrup, which are more compatible with meat, can be a wiser option. These alternatives add sweetness without creating the same kind of digestive clash that honey does with heavy proteins. Another aspect to consider is medication. Seniors often take regular medicines for heart health, blood sugar, or cholesterol, and both honey and meat can influence how these medicines are metabolized. For instance, honey may spike blood sugar levels, while heavy meat can slow digestion and absorption. Together, they may unpredictably interfere with how the body processes medications. Keeping meals lighter and free of such incompatible combinations makes it easier for seniors to manage both their diet and their treatments effectively. At its heart, the caution against mixing honey with fish or meat is about maintaining harmony in digestion and energy. The body, especially in later years, functions best when foods are easy to process and supportive of one another. Honey's light, sweet nature belongs with foods that share similar qualities: grains, fruits, milk, and herbal teas, rather than with dense, heavy proteins. Seniors who honor this principle often find they have more energy after meals, experience fewer digestive issues, and enjoy a smoother flow of daily life without the burden of food-induced discomfort. By keeping honey away from fish and meat, they ensure that this golden nectar continues to act as medicine rather than becoming a source of imbalance. Honey has long been regarded as one of nature's most valuable gifts, offering sweetness, nourishment, and healing all in a single golden spoonful. For seniors who are often more cautious about their diet and the effects of food on their health, honey can be a reliable companion when used wisely. Yet, just as it has the power to heal, it also has the potential to harm if not consumed correctly. That is why it is important for older adults to approach honey with knowledge and care, especially when considering what not to mix it with. Once these pitfalls are avoided, honey can truly shine as a gentle ally in promoting vitality, comfort, and balance in later years. One of the most important rules when consuming honey is to never add it to boiling hot water or steaming tea. Heat above a certain point not only destroys honey's enzymes but can also generate toxic compounds that weigh heavily on the digestive system. Seniors, whose metabolism and liver function may already be less robust, should be particularly careful about this. Instead of dropping honey into a cup the moment it's off the stove, it is wiser to let the liquid cool to a soothing, lukewarm temperature before stirring in the honey. This simple adjustment preserves its healing qualities. allowing seniors to enjoy honey's natural sweetness while gaining its full health benefits. Another food group that honey should not be paired with is fermented products. Yogurt, pickles, kombucha, and similar foods are already rich in natural acids and probiotics. Adding honey, with its sugar-rich profile, to these foods can create excessive acidity in the stomach, leading to bloating, gas, and even heartburn. This effect is amplified in seniors, who may already struggle with reflux or slower digestion. Instead of mixing honey into yogurt or fermented rice, it is better to enjoy them separately at different times of the day. Fermented foods can be taken during meals to support digestion, while honey can be reserved for a light snack or evening drink, ensuring both deliver their benefits without clashing inside the body. Ayurveda also teaches a strict caution against combining honey and ghee in equal proportions. While both honey and ghee are powerful superfoods individually, their opposing qualities create toxins when consumed together in the same amount. Honey has a drying heating effect, whereas ghee is cooling and lubricating. The digestive system struggles to reconcile these differences, producing residue that can circulate through the body as waste rather than nourishment. Seniors, who naturally have weaker digestive fire, are more vulnerable to these effects. A wiser approach is to take honey and ghee separately, each in its own time. A spoonful of ghee on warm food brings lubrication and strength, while honey, taken later with fruit or lukewarm water, delivers quick energy and immune support. Equally important is the caution against consuming honey with fish or heavy meats. While modern recipes may promote honey glazes for chicken or fish, traditional wisdom warns that this combination can be toxic and heavy for digestion. Honey digests quickly, while proteins and fats from meat digest slowly. When consumed together, the honey can ferment in the stomach, while waiting for the meat to break down, producing gas, acidity, and toxins. For seniors, this often results in bloating, indigestion, or sluggishness. Instead of pairing honey with animal proteins, it is far safer and more beneficial to enjoy honey with lighter vegetarian foods, such as oats, fruits, or warm milk, where its sweet and delicate nature harmonizes naturally. When used correctly, honey can become a daily ally for seniors. It can soothe sore throats, support the immune system, and bring gentle energy without the crash associated with refined sugar. A spoonful of honey in lukewarm water each morning can awaken digestion and gently cleanse the system. Taken at night with a glass of warm milk, it can help induce relaxation and improve sleep quality. Honey also pairs beautifully with fresh fruits like apples, bananas, or pears, turning them into nourishing snacks that are both satisfying and easy on the stomach. Seniors who replace refined sugar with honey in simple recipes often find that not only does their food taste better, but it also leaves them feeling lighter and more energized. Moderation is key. Even though honey is natural, it is still high in sugars and calories, and too much can strain blood sugar levels, especially for seniors managing diabetes. A teaspoon or two per day is usually enough to gain its benefits without tipping into excess. Quality also matters greatly. Raw, unprocessed honey retains the enzymes, antioxidants, and nutrients that make it medicinal. Highly processed or adulterated honey, on the other hand, is little more than sugar syrup and does not provide the same healing properties. Seniors should choose pure honey from trusted sources to ensure they are truly receiving nature's gift in its purest form. Honey has stood the test of time as both food and medicine, valued in cultures across the world for thousands of years. For seniors, it can continue to play a meaningful role in supporting health and comfort when used with awareness. Avoiding harmful pairings such as boiling water, fermented foods, equal parts ghee, or heavy meats ensures that honey remains a source of strength rather than imbalance. Embracing safe practices, moderate consumption, and pure quality allows seniors to make honey a sweet yet powerful ally in their journey of graceful aging.